piece of a photo, right? We got one of them done. Okay. Okay, so as you can see here, we saved the game here. We're an hour and a quarter in, and we just finished a puzzle. We just finished a puzzle in our grandma's desk, her writing desk, and we've got a key in there, which I think is going to be for the master study. I think professional puzzle solver. Well, Emergent, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. It's not true, but I'll take it. So yeah, we did a puzzle in here yesterday. We had a puzzle here to unlock this and get a key out of it. And our next thing we got to do is look at our inventory here. We got to find a lock that fits the key. So the key they're referring to is this one at the top, and this key is just called the master key, and I think it's going to be a key to the master lock, the master study, which is just across the hallway outside the door. Okay. Let's do it. So at this point, we're probably about, as I said, just over an hour into the game. We had pretty much got an introduction to the game, to the characters, or some of the characters, I should say. Take care, Mark. Take care. So the other side, we'll walk around these banisters to the other side of this, and then we'll have a big door that's locked. And that's where we got to go. I still don't know who that kid was. When we finished yesterday, as we come out of the room, as we come out, pick the key up, there was a kid that we saw in the darkness and he ran away. I don't know who he is, but this is the door I think we've got to use, right? Now, we do have the key to get in here, so we can use the key. That's right, yeah, okay, so looking at the lock, you can see what you need to do with a key. So, just got across at the bottom, it's the key. So if we look at the key here, you got a bit at the bottom that you can turn. So we got cross at the bottom. Like that, right? We put it in like that. If it goes in that way, then it'd be crossed, yeah, like that. Right.
Open sesame.
Puzzle Master! Now this is supposed to be our dad's study. And those of you that may not
Someone's been searching here.
Uh-oh.
Either they didn't have time to clean up, or simply did not care.
Yeah, so when you guys that may not have seen the beginning yesterday, we are here. Our father was the head of the estate. He's died. We're here to kind of, we're taking over the estate, but he's left us some riddles to figure out what's been going on here, and that's what we're trying to solve. Explore the master's study. So the master is obviously referring to our dad.
If Father hid the key for me to find, then this means nobody has been able to enter this room since his death.
Whoa. Eerie green light.
Myths and Legends of the Highlands. From the library, I'd wager.
Right, sitting in his dad's seat.
Everything but the seal.
Everything but the seal, what? The hell? What's that mean? Oh, there's some drawers.
Father wouldn't have hidden his papers somewhere as obvious as a desk drawer. Whoever did this would have searched the room after they looked in the desk. Maybe they didn't find what they were looking for.
Secret compartment? Oh! Yes!
Some sort of secret compartment.
Yes! Right, so it's in the chapel, the family chronicles. I may find answers there. So this here, this is going to be for some sort of puzzle, right? This here.
Looks like a note about the cipher in the shelf.
I know about the cipher in the shelf. What cipher in the shelf? We haven't seen that yet, have we?
Looks like a note about the cipher in the shelf.
I mean, there was some other notes we had from our dad, which had some words and codes on them. So it's probably going to be similar to that, isn't it?
A local girl goes missing. Concerns have been raised at the disappearance of Cora McKay, a 17-year-old local girl. According to the police, she was last seen leaving her place of work, the Three Kegs Inn, 2 days ago. She is the third person to disappear in recent months, but the circumstances of each have been markedly different. Cora is described as being 4'10", with grey eyes and
Short.
long dark hair. Anyone with information is urged to contact the constabulary.
What makes you sure? Oh, for 10?
Why all the fuss? She is nothing but a peasant. A tavern girl. If you can't keep your blabbermouth shut, don't be surprised if others make sure you get what's coming to you.
This sounds as if Grandfather Edward was willing to take drastic measures to enforce his will.
Okay. No, what's the other? The bottom one we looked at. We got this. We can
What
look
a
at the other
mess.
drawers. Maybe.
Letters about the day-to-day running of the estate. These might be useful if I decide to live here. The handwriting must be Edward's. Pay half what he asks. Forward to lawyers. Charming. And this one. Your money won't protect you forever. The hangman will catch up eventually. A curse on you and your family. Seems he was as popular as he was pleasant.
Grandad's not very good, right? He's not very liked. His old Gramps.
I beg you to reconsider, Sir Edward. My family has lived on this land for many generations, and to be told we must leave our own home is too much to bear. Alice, my wife, whom you have met, is beside herself with grief. We have nowhere else to go. I beg you to look inside your heart and allow us to remain.
So you have them out by the end of the month. Whoa.
Have them out by the end of the month.
He's a dick, isn't he?
The signs are there. Deny them at your peril. The ancient evil that inhabits this land has seeped into the very stone of the castle walls, and if you do not tread carefully, it will infect your family.
Contact the constable. Have this witch locked up so she does not bother us again.
Witch. Okay. What else we got? Not like any more drawers there. The drawers down at this side? Nope. Nope. Oh.
Just bits and bobs.
Oh. I'll look at that one. The cigar box. Okay. So you said something about a contraption on a shelf, right? That's got to be this here. That's got to be what he's referring to. Because when we looked at that note, he mentioned it about being a cipher for the thing on the shelf. But we haven't seen it yet, so I'm guessing that's got to be what it is. There's nothing else around here we can actually examine. So that has got to be what he's referring to. This over here. Puzzle.
This looks interesting. Screwed down tight. Someone didn't want it moved.
Oh, ball bags. Hello, Night Rider. Ball bags. Ball bags. Ball bags. So this is obviously the note for that, I'm guessing, right? And it says 2, 5, and 1. So outside ring is 2, inside middle ring is 5, inside ring is 1. But there's no numbers on this thing. So does that mean we just moved them as they say? So if the top one was 5, does that mean we rotate the top one 5 times? Right, I guess that's what it would make sense. Or rotate the outside 2 and 2, 5, 1. Let's try that. So the outside one would rotate twice, right? Inside one once, and the middle one 5 times. No, that's not it. We've got to figure out what this code is. Like before, there was a similar code you had to figure out. Did you miss anything good? We watched ATV and we chatted about it a little bit. We just switched over to Black Mirror in about the last 5 minutes or so. We haven't done much since we came in. Well, shit. I don't understand this puzzle. Unless it's the same symbols that we had on the other puzzle, and we gotta go back to the other puzzle, look at what the diagrams were, and use the same diagrams. I mean, that could be it, right? That's the only thing I can think of is something to do with that. On which we had these sort of puzzles. Were the symbols the same? Was it 1, 2, and 5, right? So 1, 2, and 5. So these two here are 1 and 2. If I remember right, that one is. Hang on, what's the other letter? If that's right, then right, 2 of those. Right, we must have to go back and look at that other gadget and see if, look at what the code we ended up with. Maybe that's what we got. I don't know if that's what we got to do or not. And we got to pick that candle back up. Damn it! We can't leave the room without the candle, can we? You can't pick it back up. Oh my god! Are we not meant to leave until we do this? Let's just save it just to be safe.
I need to find what Father hid here.
Yeah, you can't. You can't go back and look at that thing. Ellie. We can't go back and look at that thing. I don't think we can put it on. Unfortunately. It might be useful if we could, but unfortunately we can't. So there's got to be another clue in this room somewhere. Oh, doesn't look like it. So I don't get it. What the fuck? How are you supposed to? You got a cipher here, right? This is code, and we need a cipher for it. All that we got is this note here. So that side is obviously, this image here is obviously referring to this dial. There's 3 dials on the ring, and they've got 3 it's 3 sections to this, right? But what do these numbers mean compared to that? I mean, I didn't enter anything specifically. All I did is turn the wheel, Emerging. But if you got to turn the wheel, you're fucked, because honestly, we can't get it. I don't know what the default was. I mean, I did that thinking it might be like those are the amount of times you got to turn it from the default like originals where you start. But if that is the case, there's no way we can get back to how it started because there's no reset button, right? If you know what I mean. The numbers may probably do relate to symbols, but how can you tell how they relate to the symbols, Lollipop? I mean, how can you tell how they relate to the symbols? Because there were a lot of symbols here. And the different rings have got different symbols on them as well. Because the internal one's got the least amount of symbols because it's got a smaller space, right? So there's basically twice as many symbols on the outside ring as there is on the inside ring. I don't think there's a reset button. Let me just check. If I go out and come back in, is it gonna reset them, or is it gonna be exactly the same state they were? Yeah, it's in the same state it was. The positions are not resetting when you don't do anything. I do remember that puzzle a little bit, but you can't go back and look at it. But yeah, it's a similar thing. The difference with that one, Lollipop, is that other puzzle you had like an equation you could use to try to figure out which was which. This one you do not. The only thing you have is this. This is all you got. That image and that text. That's it. That's all you got. That image and that piece of text. I don't know if they both relate to the same thing, but possibly. I don't know how they relate to each other. No idea. I mean, I thought maybe it's like the numbers were relating to how many letters, how many in, so that 2 could possibly mean H. But then again, if that's the case, it can't be something like that because there's no way to look at these and say what letters they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? But these obviously represent either letters or numbers. But how do you tell the difference? We really don't have anything else. See if this other piece of paper's got any other notes on it. A family of snakes, beware, key. So the family of snakes, the key. Find the answers, library. Actually look like old Viking runes. Ah. Hello, T-Monks. I don't know, I got no idea. All we're doing is just randomly turning wheels. I don't see a connection. I really don't see a connection between this and that. None at all. And as I said, this is the only clue we have, is this piece of paper. I mean, this side is pretty much telling us what we got to do. We got to go to the, we got to find the family chronicles in the chapel, right? That's what that says to me. You got to go to the chapel, find the family chronicles, and this is our clue for the puzzle. It really doesn't help. As I said, if these numbers here were supposed to be referencing maybe time, how many times you're supposed to turn these, then we fucked it when you do it wrong once and you fuck it up, right? Because the first outside one was 2, middle one was 5, and the inside one's 1, right? But that's only going to work if you're back at a base, a base where they would all start. Which we haven't got such a base. Oh, let's put... Yeah, I don't know what it was when it started. I really don't. I mean, some of the symbols we had from the other puzzle here, like this one here in the middle, was in the other puzzle. And I think the other puzzle that was equivalent to 1, if I remember right. That one there. That was equivalent to 1. And if it's the same thing here, the inside one here is supposed to be 1, but that symbol is not on the inside. That symbol isn't on the inside. So if that one was 1 on the last puzzle, it can't be 1 on this puzzle because it isn't in the ring where we have the number 1. So the puzzles don't look to be linked at all. Hello, Miss Candela. There's got to be something else in this room that's going to give you some sort of indication of what the fuck we're supposed to do. Because you can't be expected just to randomly rotate shit. And probably about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. Now, all that you missed is we came into this room. We came into the study that we was at when we finished yesterday. We've looked around the room and we got this puzzle to solve to get out of it. And with no real clues as to what the puzzle is. Yeah. There's got to be something else in the room. There has to be. I mean, there's got to be something else. Oh, this is the study. Even if it's something we can't interact with, there's got to be something that maybe we can look at that's that will be like a visual clue, maybe. Well, this is our father's study, and when we finished yesterday, we got the key out of the that other desk, and the key was to this door. This is so we're in our father's study looking for clues. There's nothing here. Look left. And he said, look left. What, on the desk, you mean? Look left. And hello, Auntie Jill. He said, look left on the desk. I mean, the only thing on the desk that you can interact with is these 2 letters that we read earlier. But they're just like letters from our Gramps. There was nothing in relation that could be related to this puzzle in any way. You mean left of the shelf on outside of here? You mean, right? I'm guessing that's what you mean. Look, left of the shelf there. I mean, there's nothing here you can actually look at, if that's what you mean. If you mean left of this shelf, you can't look at anything here. So you can't like examine anything or look at it. The only thing you can do is look at the puzzle. I don't think there's anything else in the room you can interact with at all. Giles, I'm not sure where you meant, Auntie Joe. I'm kind of looking to see if there's any symbols or anything on the wall or written down anywhere. That's what I was looking for. Something that will give you a clue. There's got to be a clue somewhere. Yeah, that's what it looked like, Shantucky. But if they're supposed to be like runes, and there's supposed to be a cipher somewhere, you should have that cipher here in this room somewhere, right? And the only thing we got, the clue for this is our clue for it. This is it. This piece of paper is our clue. I mean that's not really I mean if you have a cipher for what the symbols are, that might actually be useful. But there is no cipher for the things. Maybe the numbers are numbers of lines in the symbol. I don't see no symbols left on the shelf. I don't see none. I don't see what you mean. So I got curious. Are any of you guys in chat have any idea what anti-gel means? There's absolutely nothing you can investigate. You cannot look at anything on anywhere apart from the apparatus itself or the letters on the desk. You can't zoom in and look at anything closer. You can't. The game doesn't let you zoom in and look at anything. So unless it's something you can see clearly, it's not something that's there. And you say left of the shelf. There's the shelf. Left of it, there's nothing you can interact with. There isn't anything. So when you say the signs on the left of the shelf, there's nothing there you can look at. Well, we're sitting at the desk, and he said not the shelf, not the desk. So I don't know. I mean, there's no signs on the desk. I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. I mean, obviously, there's like a language barrier issue, Auntie Joe. I don't know what you mean. I really don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. And when you're saying, when you look at the circles, you cannot move. You cannot look. If you mean here, when you're looking at the thing, you cannot look left. So if you're looking at this, you cannot look left. So what do you mean? You mean here? I mean, you mean like here? Somewhere? You mean when you're looking here? Oh, there. Those symbols. Okay. That's what you meant. Looking left when you're zoomed in to the... Okay. I get it. So you mean like looking left when you're zoomed into the dial. Okay. That makes sense. So yeah, as I said, it sounded like a language barrier, right? Jeez. Okay, so if we look at here, then you got the different symbols here. How many we got? We got one. So it's 5. There's 5 symbols. Okay, so you got the numbers. I'm guessing the numbers are going to relate to. So our clue is this, right? So this is our clue is just this, right? 251. So I'm guessing that could either be 251 as in being like the symbols from the top. So this could be number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, right? Maybe. If that is the case, then the outside one will be that, and the inside one will be that. Let's see if they're actually there. Hang on. So the inside one would be that one. Is that on the inside ring? The inside one will be that one. If that's number 1, that would be that. Number 2 is the outside one, which would be. I don't actually see that one on the outside. Oh, is it that one? Isn't it? Just upside down. That's the one. Okay, so that one. And so that means the middle one will be the bottom one, which is that. The B looks like a B. All right. Lol. No worries. I have no. I mean, obviously, your English is better than my French. I'll say that. My French is not very good. Oh. Well, my French is useless.
This castle certainly has its secrets.
Okay, so now we do have a piece of this in our pocket that we can probably put on there. I guess the missing piece we got, we can probably put it on this model, maybe.
It looks very precise, accurate. A lot of work went into this. There's a bit missing. Hold on. There.
Stop your whining! Stop your whining!
Wait!
The fuck is that? So the last puzzle we had yesterday, there was a kid running around. No, it was snooping on us.
The boy! Did you see him? Where did he go?
What did I tell you about disturbing me in my study?
Are you all right, sir?
What happened, David?
The boy. There was blood. Hey, he pushed him down.
Who do you think you saw?
Elsrin!
Him.
Elsrin! Thank you for the resub. Dagger! 6 months, 666. Yes. 6 whole months. That is a long time. That is a long time, Elswin. Half a year.
What did you just say, sir?
It's all right.
You're like your father. You can see them too, can't you?
I've been babbling in my sleep since I was a child. It's nothing to worry about. Poor girl is scared out of her wits.
Of course, sir. Sorry, sir.
My father. What did he think he saw?
It ain't my place to say, sir. But
Go on.
Begging your pardon, sir. You should go. This place, it drove your father mad.
Drove him? Did he say what or whom he saw?
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
Best not push her too hard. She's scared enough of me already. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's Ailsa, sir. Ailsa Crannan. Oh, and Master Andrew asks if you would join him in the library. After breakfast, of course.
Breakfast.
Thank you, Miss Crannan.
Okay.
Get a hold of yourself, David.
Wait, what? Quick times? Oh my god. Oh, just look, we actually got a working mirror though. Oh my god. And that's kind of a rarity in games, having working mirrors.
Were these apparitions what drove my father from the castle when he was young? Were they what drew him back? He must have found something in the family chronicles he spoke of.
The family chronicles in the chapel. Burger for breakfast? That seems a bit weird. Even for me.
Nobody else saw the boy or the old man who looked like my grandfather Edward. But it felt real. More even than the daydreams that plagued my childhood. I don't remember ever seeing that boy. A faded memory, perhaps? As far as I know, I've never been to this castle before. Elsa knows more than she wants to tell me.
I mean, it depends as well on your sleeping patterns as well, and a lot of things like that. I would say, Ellie. I mean, on a Sunday, for instance, every Sunday I wake up on a Sunday, and for breakfast on a Sunday I have a Sunday roast dinner. If you know what I mean. So Sunday roast, like a roast Sunday dinner is my breakfast every Sunday. Wait, you want pineapple? What? Hang on. A burger with chili and pineapple. I mean, there's one thing putting pineapple on pizza, which I totally wouldn't approve of. But putting a pineapple in a burger, you are insane. Now, let me just make a note of that. We're not going to make a note that Miss Candella's insane. We're going to make a note of add Elsa to my list. Elsa to my list. So now we've got. Oh, there's a lot of names on that list. Holy shit, my bit boss list has been a lot of you guys. Happy bosses this month. We've got about 14 or 15, I think. I'm gonna be busy, man. I'm gonna be busy. Is it Thursday, isn't it? Friday. I'll be busy on Friday with the doing like 15 random game draws. Miss Candela is insane. Puts pineapples on a burger. That's not so. Who the hell would put pineapple on a burger? See, look, Elswin's got 1,200 hit points. He's going up in the world, right? Do you have any more? Oh, we've got some more scribbles in our diary. How do we? Not, hang on, that's not this. Can you actually change the pages? Oh, there we go, that's the first page. But this is a new page we got, okay. The greeting I received upon my arrival was as cold as the castle walls. Although Andrew Harrison, the lawyer who had contacted me on behalf of the family in the past, did his best to make me feel welcome. The staff seemed as strange as my family, with the maid skulking in and out of locked doors, and the old gardener Rory warning me about some dark family secret, yet refusing to share any details. Letters I found around the house reflected my father's obsessions with the occult. He spent most of my childhood studying it, travelling the world and to seek out esoteric tombs. and Grandfather Edward, his letters and notes make Grandmother Margaret's admiration for him all the more puzzling. To Edward, people were merely chattels, just things to be done with as he wished. I can only hope that the hallucinations of the boy I suffered, real as they might have been the result of the combined strains of the past weeks, memories perhaps from my youth. Or are these the first steps towards some madness that my father succumbed to? Right, pineapple burger. I honestly, I don't like pineapple, so because I don't like pineapple, I would not have a pineapple on my burger. That definitely is not something I would do. Because I don't like pineapples. Pineapples are icky. No offense to people who like pineapples, but they're icky. Oh shit, I forgot what I was going to do. Hang on. Every time I tap out, the game minimizes, but let me just... I was going to load my tool, my screenshot tool. Okay. Right, we're good now. I wanted to load my tool so I can take some screenies. Now, if I had the Steam version in the game, I could use Steam to take screenshots. Because I got a game from GOG, I can't use Steam for it. Unless I actually added it to my Steam library, I guess. Well, shit. Well, shit. Thunder God, what the? Kill Bit Boss, okay. Thunder's got a lot of fucking health. Now, Thunder's gonna take a while. Thunder's gonna be living for a while, I'd imagine. 8,400 health. Well, hang on. Now I gotta. I think I think that puts Thunder on my list for a second time as well. I mean, there's a couple of guys on there twice. Okay. Well, Thunder God, thank you for your 4,000 biddies. That's a substantial amount of biddies. All to say now, I mean, Ellie, you say it's like 16, 17 resubs for him to die, but as well as that, you guys should remember that if you do actually cheer anything, if you use the Bitboss cheer mode, there is a chance for crits. So I keep forgetting about that myself, but we had someone use it a couple of weeks ago. Like Roger used it a couple of weeks ago, didn't he? And he does have the ability to crit with cheers using the Bitboss emos. Biddies. No, Joshua, I don't have 4,000 titties. Biddies. Yeah, there is some
what
modifiers.
you've done in the kitchen, go and clean up the cellar. The spiders have made a nest down there. A big one, too. They're crawling everywhere. Master David, nice of you to grace us with your presence.
The fact that the lips don't sync with the words irritates me a little bit. Just a little bit. The cake is cuter, yes, but the cake doesn't crit. And yeah, there are definitely more. The thing that's hard to judge is getting the multiplayer right. I mean, I've had it up as high as 5 and down as low as 1. The problem is, if you take the multiplier off, then potentially, if someone was to, I mean, there's no way around it really. I mean, you may well have someone kind of use a sub and cheer, and someone has like 50 health, and you know it's kind of stupid. Like yesterday, we went through about 5 different bit bosses, and I don't want it to be I don't want the number to be too high, but don't want it to be too low, so that the boss changes 5 times in like 2 hours, because that's kind of defeats the whole object of it being there, if you know what I mean. And getting a balance is kind of hard.
I appreciate your
I've not found it
patience.
yet.
I've had the staff prepare some of the finest Scottish delicacies for you. Black pudding, haggis, scrambled eggs with deer brain, and bacon.
Haggis? No, fuck the haggis. Fuck the black pudding. What the fuck did they say that was? Well, shit. What did he say the other one was? I mean, we got haggis up here. We got black pudding. What is? I don't know what that is. It looks like. I mean, it could be eggs, right? We gotta eat something. What is the? They're all shit. What is the best of the worst? Well, deer brain was the other one. Oh, fuck that. of the three, I think Black Pudding is probably the worst. Is the best of the worst bunch. Yeah, he just gobbled that out. There's no way in hell we're eating a haggis or sheep brains. Fuck that. We'll have a little bit of black pudding. We'll do that.
That was delicious. Thank you.
You lying.
I'm sure our local specialities must seem peculiar to one raised as you were.
I was raised in India. My spectrum of peculiar has quite a range.
Well, screw the haggis, right? So basically, we gotta find out who the boy was and find out what Elsa knows. Who was the maid? We got into the garden. We'll look around in the house first before we go outside. He's got a really weird ass look on his face all the time, right? I don't get it.
Yes, Master David?
You've worked for the family all your life.
Yes, Master David. Save my time serving in Swaziland.
You served in South Africa?
Oh, indeed, sir. During the Boer War. But Sir Edward intervened and I was able to return unharmed from that most futile conflict.
May I ask, the maid, she seems nervous, almost afraid of me.
She's afraid of everything.
You don't think much of her?
I do not, sir. And, if I may be so bold, one of Lady Gordon's earrings has gone missing.
You suspect the maid?
Not my place to say, Master David.
Yet I think you just did say.
Well, we've got the earring in our pocket. We found the earring in the fireplace.
How many staff are there?
Nowadays, only myself, the maid, and Rory the gardener. I suppose you could include the lawyer, too, if that is work.
Not many for such a big house.
If you felt like hiring more staff, I would not complain, sir. But of course, not everyone is suited to work in this house.
If I gave him the earring, he'd use it as an excuse to torment the maid. Not that I'd ever gain his trust. He's clearly loyal to Lady Margaret.
Yeah, we
Well,
don't give it to him.
Good day to you.
Indeed, sir.
Yeah, we can give the earring to the maid and tell her that we found it. Tell her to find it. We're going to go on. We'll look around. As I said, we'll look around inside the house first before we go outside. Wait, where the hell is this going? We kind of walked around the place last night and when it was pitch black with a candle, so these rooms all should be all a lot more lit up now. I think this is the room where what's-her-face, the old hag was sleeping in the chair.
This'll make it easier to carry.
What?
The boy. It must be. But I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the bag. What's this? Looks like it's drawn in...
Blood.
Blood?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something in the picture. What? Oh, what? 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 What?
Regardless of what I told Miss Cranon, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before. And they're getting worse.
What the fuck?
Lady Margaret. She looks happy. I can't imagine her smiling like that these days. Grandfather Edward. Just as he looked last night. My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me.
Yeah, that was kind of curious, right?
My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me.
So, we now got a new question. Find a grave from the painting. Okay. Yeah, this is where she was sitting. The old bag was sitting, right?
I'll give that a
I
spin
mean,
later.
the lovely lady. That was our grandma. It's raining outside. Look at the rain coming out the window. It's raining. It's probably best we don't go out in the garden right now because it's raining. We go across the hall. I can't remember what room was across the hall. Oh, this is going back out into the main like entryway to the. Yeah, okay.
A sign of modernity. Even in ancient houses like this.
A phone.
A sign of modernity.
You can't walk over into the corner of the corner over there because there's an invisible wall. So the front door is down here to the left, which I can't go to where the front door is. It's really weird the way the rooms are set up. It's like here, you can't go any left any further than this because there's an invisible wall right where this cursor is. So you can't like freely look around everywhere, which is kind of weird. We do anything with this? Look at this thing in the middle now. No? No. It's probably because of the camera, I guess. Because you got a fixed camera, I'm guessing there are certain places it doesn't want you to walk because it would mess up the fixed camera. That's probably the best reason I can think of for not letting you walk into corners and stuff.
Smoking a pipe.
Hello,
I thought
Fallout.
that would be beneath her station.
It's Granny. Have a look around first. We could give her our earring back, which we found. What is that in the basket to the right of the fire there? Alright, let's go and have a chat with the old bag. I mean, the lovely old lady.
Lady Margaret,
David?
may I first apologize for my strange behavior last night? It's just that...
Think nothing of it. You are obviously tired from your travels. Least said, soonest mended.
Least said, soonest mended.
I saw an old photograph of a boy in the other room. Something tells me she wouldn't be happy if she knew I had it in my pocket.
Ah, that was taken in 1894. Young Johnny, your father.
You can remember the exact year.
It's a funny thing when you reach my age. You can remember dates from decades ago.
But not what you had for breakfast.
Maybe others can't.
Who, may I ask, were the others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt Clara and your late great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scahandew House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps? I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken?
She beat him.
What kind of man was my grandfather?
She beat him.
Oh, he was magnificent. He was handsome, so handsome, and caring.
Caring enough to knock a defenseless child down the stairs.
All was so very different when he was around.
The maid. She seemed to be acting strangely, like she was frightened of me.
Yes, well, she's a simple sort, that one. She has probably heard of the curse of the Gordons the locals like to whisper about.
Curse? What curse?
Just a peasant superstition. I would guess she was worried you'd show the same displays of unpredictable violence as your father did.
I never knew my father to be the violent type.
Oh, there are many things you do not know about your father. This is his doing.
What? But how?
I'd rather not discuss it, David. And that maid should really keep her mouth shut and locate the earring she lost. She's like a magpie with shiny, expensive things.
This thing here by the cursor, the cursor here. What is that? There's something floating here. What is that? What is this thing here? Look, it floats up and down. Is that like a bug? Like a insect or something? I can't stop looking at it.
This may seem like an unusual question.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, dear boy.
Have I ever been here before? Is it possible I visited as a child and can no longer remember?
Oh no, you are a stranger to these walls.
And I have a feeling you prefer it stayed that way.
Yes, sir, just
I
give her a
could
ring
give
back.
it to her, and she'd still never tell me anything useful about my father or the secrets of this place. But the maid? I could use this to earn her trust.
That makes sense. Good.
I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Oh yeah, it's a glitch. I'm kind of curious. I was trying to figure out what it was. Maybe it was like something that's obviously something that's misplaced, right? I was kind of trying to figure out what that was. I don't know. I mean, it is a scary game. It could be something spooky. And we could go out and let's go out in the rain. Fuck it, let's try.
The maid still doesn't quite trust me. I have to find a way to show her I'm on her side. The maid...
What's that got to do in the garden? There. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I always wonder if it's part of like an earring or part of her necklace, you know, something like that. Maybe, but it's just in the wrong position on the screen, if you know what I mean. Alright, so we gotta if we look over, we went in that door down the end down there. We look over, we got that door there goes into the library. The one at the end goes into the library where we met that dude last night. We're going here for these two doors here now. We're gonna find a maid in one of these places. One of them will go to this thing, goes down to the kitchen. That might be where we find a maid. There she is. Here she is. The young lady. Won't give her the earring. Say it's a present. You got to look around first, see what we can pilfer, or you know, maybe once you've already spoken to her, we better go into the garden. Oh, look! We can see what's for dinner. Meat! You got a big bit of sausage? Oh, look at those sausages. Oh, look at that nice bit of sausage. Oh. I don't think we can interact with. Let's just...
Miss Crannan?
Hello?
Isn't that used for transporting cooked food? Why is there blood in it?
Ugh, the wee scunner thought it would be funny to put one of his dead beasties in it to fear me. He should keep them in the cellar and... Sorry, sir. I'm speaking out of turn.
Did you ever talk to my father?
I was serving here when he... That is to say,
Go on, please.
I didn't think it'd be proper, sir. Lady Margaret said... Oh, sorry, sir. I must get on with my work.
She's as scared of Margaret as she is of the butler. Poor girl. I think you may have lost this.
Oh, sir! Oh, thank you, sir. I only wanted to see how it looked in the mirror. I didn't mean to. I was scared to tell her ladyship. Oh, she can have such a temper.
What are you going to do now?
If I can sneak it into the salon, maybe her ladyship will think she lost it there herself.
From what I know about her, I very much doubt her ladyship will. Would you like me to escort you to the cellar?
Wouldn't be proper to ask the owner of the house to do that, sir.
Well, I'm not the owner yet, and you didn't ask.
Very kind of you, sir.
Happy to help. I'll let you know when I'm ready to accompany you down there.
Oh, we're going to go with her into the cellar.
What happened to my father here?
I'm sorry, sir. You're not like the rest of them here. Oh, sir, there's things you should know, but I really need this job.
She knows something, but how can I convince her to trust me?
Put a spider in our pants.
I shall leave you to your work.
I didn't leave you to her work. You're supposed to tell her when you want it ready to
Talking
go.
to me makes her very nervous, and I have nothing to ask
What?
her right now.
He said, I'll let you know when we go down, when I get to the cellar. I guess we just gotta walk to the door. The cellar's probably over here, right? Maybe? Oh, what is it? Is that like a trap door? No. What is this door to?
Shall we?
There we go. Let's go. So don't walk off. No, come back. She's gotta lie. I gotta stick with her. Otherwise, it's gonna be dark, right? Oh, we can get our own candle. Okay.
Let's see what we can find down here. Harsh as it may seem, a proper serving of fire is the only way to get rid of such a widespread infestation. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether. How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone.
Alright, okay. Have a look around now, we've got a light. Alright. Take a picture of what? Oh, take what? What's that?
Raw spirit. Not particularly palatable, but good for cleaning and magic tricks. The water of life. Some of these whiskies are from local distilleries. Ooh, a lot of blood for just one animal. Looks fresh.
Master Eddie's work. He and Mr. McKinnon put it here earlier. Poor beastie.
Eddie. Another family member I've yet to
Poor
meet.
beastie.
Not the most hygienic workstation. A hunting map. Looks like they've been poaching outside the Gordon estate.
Oh dear. Would that really matter though? I don't know. Shit, which way did we come in? We came in from this way, right? We're trying to go. That's okay. That's where we came in. Okay. The way the camera keeps changing kind of confuses you a little bit. Okay, I think we looked around. Alright, okay, let's go back.
Step right up.
Sir? What are you... Oh my! Oh, that's amazing! Does that not hurt?
No, a little
Does that
trick
not
I learned
hurt?
in India.
Sorry, did that scare you, Elsa? I didn't think... Huh.
And you are?
Edward Mallory. You may call me Edward III.
So this is Cousin Eddie. He seems
Welcome to my castle.
as terrible as the rest of them. My castle indeed.
Pleased to meet you, Eddie. So, your parents would be my aunt and uncle Clara and Victor. Are they...
Dead. Dead as doornails, the pair of them.
Lovely.
You've lived here all your life, so you would have met my father.
Only after he lost what marbles he had left. If it were up to me, I'd have locked him up in the loony bin a bit sooner.
Locked him up?
So what are you doing down here anyway?
There's a line between honesty and rudeness that Cousin Eddie doesn't seem to recognize.
I was helping Miss Crannan.
Oh, why didn't you ask me?
Excuse me, sir. Sirs, I really have to go.
Leaving so soon? Was it something I said?
Lol. What a creep.
They all tend to act like that in the presence of nobility.
You said something about a loony bin?
I did. Oh, you don't know.
Well,
Well, never you mind. I have an animal to prepare.
I'm getting very tired of everyone in this house avoiding my questions.
Well, shit. He's not a very likable chap, is he?
There's something you should know, sir. Something important. I overheard them talking, and
You're paid to work, not chat. Get to it, girl.
Sorry, Mr. McKinnon. Library after dinner.
At last, I might get some answers.
Woohoo! Right, meet with Elsa after dinner. We're gonna find a grave from the painting. That means we're gonna go outside. I can go back in here and actually beat him
I
up.
better leave Cousin Eddie to his hobby for now.
We can't go and beat him up in the... I kind of wondered if he knew who he was when he said that it was his castle. You know what I mean? If he knew who I was, he would have known that it's not his castle, right? It is mine. I am going to be the new head of the estate, not him. Unless he kills us. That could be his plan. That could be part of his master plan to kill us. This is the library. I think. This was the library. See if the lawyer's still around. Come on, you can't walk through that gap. Yeah, you can. You made it. Cool. Just scan around. See if there's anything we can interact with. Because if you get near something you can interact with, you get a little circle highlighting it. So you know what you can and can't touch without. Unlike a lot of adventures, you gotta move your mouse over every inch of the screen. You know, think of a classic adventure, you gotta move your mouse everywhere. But here, if you go near something like that, you can see there's a circle which says we can interact with that. It makes discovering and exploring a little bit easier because you just got to walk around a room until you cover most of it and spot the circles. It's not on a test we can read. Just make sure there's nothing else. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's go. See what it was. Then we can look upstairs. Who would have heard a maid won't die? I hope so. I hope not. I mean, I hope not.
David,
Lollipop.
apologies for not being here to greet you. As the telephone in the castle is not working due to the recent storm, I have had to journey to the village to communicate with my office. Upon my return, I shall show you to the chapel where you can pay your respects to your father. Yours, Andrew Harrison.
Or maybe I'll just head to the chapel myself, just as soon as the weather clears.
Yeah, the chapel's obviously where we're going to find the next clues, based on the letter, the clue we had from Pops. It's about finding the family chronicles in the chapel. And that's where we did the first puzzle yesterday. I'm not expecting to find anything up here we can interact with because there wasn't before, but you gotta have a walk around the circle just to see. Because you never will. You never know. You really don't know. Oh, there he goes, jumping up from under the floor. Like a magician. Waiting for it to start raining in England, Scotland, Ireland. Yeah, I mean, we're in Scotland at the moment, so the weather's not going to get much better, is it, really? I said, these rooms here, I think, are the bedrooms of the servants, the workers, I think. One might be the maid, the other one might be, I don't know if that's it or not.
Definitely the man I saw last night. But how? Grandfather Edward died before I was even born. Then he'd be in his 70s if he was still alive.
Kind of mosey in onto any of these rooms. I mean, we had to try going into the garden as well. We couldn't go into the garden earlier because we didn't have the we had to talk to the maid. Now we're talking to the maid. Maybe we can go into the garden. I reckon if we try though, it's probably going to tell us to wait until the rain stops or something. There's probably nothing going to be in here since we was here early on today. Although the letters on the table have been tidied away. The letters on the table that I pulled out a drawer to read are gone. Dun dun dun. Someone's picked them up. I wonder if he locked this door when he went out the room so that they couldn't come in. Alright, so we can try going upstairs again. Other than that, we got this hallway down here, which this is the room we're staying in. That one down there is where we're sleeping. So this is the bedroom we're partaking some fun in. Ta-da-dum-dum. Alright, let's go downstairs and go outside then. Wait. Could we... Don't know. Anything new? Nothing new. That's where we picked up our candle we used last night. There was a candle and a candlestick in there that we picked up. So, back downstairs and try to go outside into the garden. Oh no, we got upstairs first. Hello, Hamrock. Upstairs if we can. Can we go in this, you know? No, attic's still closed. Still locked. I like his braces. I've probably been playing it for about an hour. Hamrock. Probably about an hour we've been playing. It's the next morning from where we was last night. Wait, that goes to... We're currently exploring the house. Hello, Liberdinic. He does have scary... He is a bit scary eye looking, man. Look. I mean, he's just weird looking and just in general. Yeah, so basically we went into the study, the master study that we saw on the other side, after we finished last night. There's a puzzle in there that we did, and in there we got some more. What did we actually get in there? We got this piece of the figurine. We managed to open the trap door, which had a model of a castle, and when we put this missing piece on it, we had a vision.
A note about a library. A key and some sort of broken toy.
We had a
Should I
vision.
even try to read any real meaning into all of this?
No, you shouldn't. So he's basically started to see, like a ghost, I guess, which is kind of weird, I suppose. Yeah, we can go outside in the rain. All right. Of course, the rain stopped as soon as you go outside.
Finally, some fresh air.
So as soon as you step outside, it stopped raining. Well, shit. What's that? Oh, photo piece. Can we just get in the car and just leave and say, fuck this? Who's that over there?
Must be hard to look after the plants when you can barely see them.
Oh, that's the old fart, the gardener, right?
Master Davy.
There he is.
You could tell it was me.
Your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Wow, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie. That it is. I hear better than most. See more than most and all.
A blind man fixing a door.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house.
Hey, laddie.
Probably didn't look much better before the storm. When you talked about what they did to my father, what did you mean?
You shouldn't have come back. You canna go through what he did as a bairn and no be sick.
So his hospitalization was justified then?
Not for me to say. Before you think of putting down roots here, you should think on what the poison grown here did to your father. You ken?
No, not really.
If you dinna mind, this door will no mend itself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Yes, the door will not mend itself. Yes, there's an old house up there. Derelict place. Let's look around the bottom first. Go to the left. See what's over here. Is that gonna go down to the beach? Maybe we can walk. We can go walk along the beach. You're just gonna come back up to the house. Okay, cool. Let's go down here to the beach. It might be a beach. We can have a look. What is it? What is down here? Oh! Oh, okay. It's not a beach. It's water there. Oh, is that a photo piece? Damn it. Come on. Yeah! So these photo pieces are what made up the jigsaw we looked at before we started.
A sturdy enough vessel, if you trust your swimming skills.
Oh, he's well funny, isn't he?
I can see why Rory likes this place. This view should ease even the most troubled soul.
got to lead somewhere, surely. Or it might just be leading us to some pictures, photo pieces to pick up. Oh, we come back around that side. Okay, so there's not really much outside, right? We went back. We went in a big circle. There is another door though. There is a second door you can go out. I wonder if the other door comes out in the same place. It can't, right? It's got to be a different place.
I need a break from this family. Let's see if I can get into the chapel
Oh
without
shit!
Andrew.
Shit! The chapel. That's probably the building right at the top of the. That could be the building at the top of the hill there, maybe. That's the only place we didn't go. It looks a bit run down, so if that's a chapel, then I would be. It looks like there's a big hole in the roof from down here. Maybe that's just a texture thing, and there's not a hole in the roof. That looks okay from here. Alright. We can actually look at some gravestones and read some names. No? Oh, that one you can.
Nobody left to mourn the dead or care for their graves, it seems.
It's really like the family chapel and the family plot, so all of our relatives are chilling out here.
I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... these vines are too thick. I need something to cut through these.
Right. Yeah, in the vision we had, we saw his granddad burying something at the floor near this place. So when we look at the thing here, it says find a grave from the painting. That's what it was referring to. Everything does look a bit messy. There's another picture piece. Nice. Let me go inside.
Locked with a padlock. Andrew will have a key, but I'm not keen on waiting for his return. Locked.
So we got to find some tools, right? We need something to break a padlock and something to cut some vines. Now there was a toolbox over where with the blind old fart. Maybe he's gonna have something there. I don't know, some clippers or something. I don't. Back knows. He might have something. Yeah,
Rory's tools. A hammer, a tenon saw, a bolt cutter. All a bit rusty, but in good order. Rory's tools.
How can we borrow the bolt cutter? Maybe we got to ask permission.
The graveyard. Is it a family plot?
Aye. No matter how high and mighty, all the Gordons end up there.
A cheery thought. It's a shame we do not have the means to properly care for the graves.
Why bother? 'Tis bones and food for worms.
May I borrow your bolt cutter?
Maybe. If I ken what you need it for.
The graves. I would like to tidy them up. That way I can pay my respects properly.
Is that a fact? Why's that then?
They are my family. They deserve to be remembered.
Fair enough, laddie. Just grab it yourself, will ye?
Sure, mate. Sure, we'll take them. The bolt cutters you should better use to do all sorts of wonderful things.
You wouldn't have to have a chapel key, would you?
Ain't set a foot in there for years, and I don't intend to either.
That'll be a no then.
If you didn't mind...
If you didn't mind, the door won't amend itself. Yes, that's right. That's right, mate. We got this. So you gotta find out whose grave that is and then use the bolt cutters to get into the chapel. Well, as soon as you do that, as soon as you cut the bolt, you know, cut the chain to get in, he's gonna know someone's been in there. Hello, Traven. James has got nerve damage in my right thumb. Sucks you can't play games as good as you used to. That's not very good. Sorry to hear that. Traven? No, not all of them. Some of them do, yes.
Better. Cecilia Shaw Nee Gordon.
Cecilia
Oh,
Shaw.
Cecilia. Now, let's see if there's something really buried in here. Another piece of the castle model.
Oh.
Another part of the model. And it's stained with what seems to be old blood. Why did Father bury this when he was a child?
I don't know, mate. I really, really don't know.
How could I have known that something was buried here? I don't remember Father ever telling me about this grave. Father must have buried the chapel piece here for a reason when he was a boy. But why? And whose blood is it stained with?
Yeah, because obviously he had a dream and saw that in a dream. Or a vision. Quick time! I think the one that's closest to what you would have as like a classic act. I think the Gardener's the closest, but as Hamrock said, they definitely sound like they're actors, right? So they're actors.
The place is crumbling. Not the safest spot to pray. Father, I hope you found your peace. Were you sick, like they say you were? Or the victim of this curse? This curse of the Gordons? Whatever it is, I think you may have passed it on to me.
Are we gonna fall down here? No, okay.
Being the chronicle of the family Gordon, as laid down by Sir Drummond Gordon, the year of our Lord, 1413.
Local legend speaks of this particular glen as being inhabited from time immemorial. Enigmatic, elaborately carved Pictish stones stand as timeless evidence of this. As for the locals, they appear prideful of the counsel they delight in giving to visitors. Traveler, beware. The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually spawn the Gordon clan. Using their superior numbers, knowledge, and machines of war, they swiftly conquered the primeval Picts. With them, they brought too their religion and druid clerics.
Druids!
The magics these wise men used did shape forever the lands, even until this present day. It is said that the sempiternal burden our family carries rose at that time. 'Tis well recorded how the Empire of Rome did fail to tame the wayward Scots, that they did even raise a barrier to protect their mighty empire. What is seldom told is the truth behind their defeat. Our ancestors drew upon ancient powers to aid their victory, powers not easily fathomed by the fragile human mind. This aid did come at the greatest of costs.
Oh,
A
shit.
debt as yet unsettled, a price we will continue to pay until the last Gordon passes to dust.
Shit. What a poop.
For the centuries, we Gordons made the land our own. Others did bow to us, as we kept the secrets of Skahandu, the secrets of the Black Mirror. Even as tragedy and madness did fester in our foundations. We held fast and steered the land through vile English attack and worse. In time, the Gordons and the land became one.
Well, shit.
Some pages have been ripped out. The only thing left seems to be some kind of family oath.
In blood we are bound to the land we protect. To the truths we alone may conceal. I shall forfeit my life. Lest my clan should suffer, I shall forfeit my spirit to hold the darkness at bay. In blood we are bound till the day of the reckoning.
What on earth? Where's the cold coming from?
Uh-oh. Where's that cold coming from? I don't know. Maybe it's the window behind you that looks like it's broken. You got a breeze coming in. Yeah, I wouldn't say probably not a twist. It's just kind of giving some information, kind of fleshing out a little bit about what the hell is going on with them, right? So we still got. It's still telling us to explore the chapels. There's still stuff to find here. Maybe we can go up here. No. Well, what is that? Do we touch it? Let's touch it!
Is this what madness feels like? It can't be real.
Touch it! The fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Touch it!
All this looks like the bottom of a lake.
It's a fish.
What are you trying to show me?
Hello. Oh, look. The woman just fell to the bottom, holding like an urn. Oh, there she goes. Wait.
She's not holding a baby, but some heavy object to weigh herself down. There's a fresh wound across her stomach. The figure up there must be Edward.
Edward. What is he up to, eh? What has he been up to? He's obviously pushing this poor lassie down here. We can't go that way anymore. I guess we still gotta find something up here. Oh no. Whatever that is. Can we look at that? I can't. There we go. Climb up to see if. I guess we climb up to see if it is him, I guess, right? What? What the fuck happened there? I don't understand. I don't get it. He died. What? What? The fuck was that?
For the centuries, we Gordons made the land our own. Others did bow to us, as we kept the secrets of Skahandu, the secrets of the Black Mirror.
Hello, Steve.
Even as tragedy in time.
So I guess you probably got to do it in a certain time. I guess
Some
we probably got to
pages
do
have
it
been
quicker. I guess.
In blood we are bound
maybe.
to the land, to the I let to hope in till
Right. Okay. So just do the different parts, but just do it a bit quicker this time. Touch the ball. Touch the ball of water.
Madness feels like.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we gotta do it quickly, right? Maybe. Touch it! We got a fishy. Touch the fishy.
Oh, this looks like the
Touch
bottom
the
of a lake.
fishy.
What are you trying to show me?
Alright, so we look at her as she comes down. Then you go up the top. Right, look, come on.
She's not holding a baby, but some heavy
Heavy object to weigh yourself down, that's right.
There's a fresh wound across her stomach. The figure up there must be
Edward.
Edward.
Let's see if the same thing happens again. I wonder if it's timed. You gotta do it in a specific amount of time, right? If not, then...
A note.
There we go.
I'm taking my baby with me to save it from this rotten family.
Find my child!
Oh, game over. Oh, he's getting up. Thank God for that. No! Get out of the way! What's that?
Are you alright?
Shit. No, quick, get it in, get it in, get it in. Come on.
Did you see her? She drowned.
Calm down, you're in shock. What were you doing clambering about in here?
If I told you, you'd think me mad.
Odd. That is just what your father said to me.
What? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Leah Farber. I treated your father at the asylum.
The asylum?
Let's get you back to the castle and make sure you are all right.
Well, shit. It's the doctor. It is the good doctor. We did see a letter from her, didn't we?